So I have decided to do NaNoWriMo, and I've decided to blog about it. So I'm on my walk this morning with you. Thanks for joining me. We're thinking about my story and the reasons why I decided that NaNoWriMo would be a good idea. It was really my daughter's idea. She is a high school student and a writer. I'm trying to dispel the argument that only the worthy should write, because I don't think it's true. You learn by doing. So the more writing you do, and this is where the exercise of morning pages has really helped me. Just writing every single day, doesn't even matter what. And reading every single day, doesn't matter what. You will learn grammar, you will get your language. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about the inner editor. So in Nano Prep's writing practice yesterday, they got us to write about your inner editor and how you're going to silence that editor for the duration of November while you're writing. Now, the idea behind that is to not get stuck on each line, each sentence, each thought of is this a good idea? Am I writing it well? Does that comma belong there? Is that actually a point? Within about 10 minutes of my walk, I get inspiration. Walking helps, you know, circulation of oxygen to the brain, all of that, all good. This was a bad idea. My whole concept is flawed. Enticing incident. It's not enticing me to keep writing, so I'm trusting at this point that it's not going to entice my reader to keep reading. So it's day 3 of NaNoWriMo, and I am on fire. The whole setting, my characters fully developed and just flowing through me today, so it's a very exciting time. It is also the double your donation day for the fundraising efforts of NaNoWriMo, so that positive energy really inspires one to donate more, and it inspires one to write more. You feel loved and supported, and it's fantastic. So today we are at 2,290 words, under the word count. I'm not on schedule. We had a bit of a slow start, but I feel like I could make it up in spades today, because I have all day to just sit and write and get it done. So I totally expect to be back on schedule by the end of the day. That's my plan. Around here, other things tend to get in the way of that. I have the time, I have the idea, I have the opportunity. I just need to write. And can I? No. They're back. It's like the universe is conspiring to get me away from my computer just because I'm on a roll. This is what Julia Cameron talked about in The Artist's Way, that this is a thing. The tidbit of information I wanted to share with you today is a tip from my daughter, who has got me onto the idea of the bullet journal. He itemizes everything in 15-minute increments for her whole week. I started doing it. I'm not doing it the same as she is. I'm just doing a scrap piece of paper. It's not in a beautiful decorated journal. It's just breaking the hours down of the day and just chopping up the time. So this is my day off. I have all day to write. So I start the day going, oh, I have all day to write. And then this has happened before. I get to the end of the day and go, oh my God, my day got eaten up by this and by that, and it disappeared. Like it's like water through your hands. Your free days for writing just completely disappear. So what I've done is, with her suggestion, is broken it down to half an hour of dedicated writing time. Increments, half an hour increments throughout the day. So half an hour of writing time, focused writing time. That's all I'm doing. I don't do anything else. I don't do these videos. I just don't do Facebook, don't do anything, just write. And then I take a half an hour break. And in my schedule, it's for chores. Because I've got a never-ending list of chores to do. I don't know about you, but that's how my day goes. So write, chores, lunch, dinner, sleep, read, all that kind of stuff. And I have noticed it really helps with the stress level. I'm not stressing out going, oh my God, I'm not writing right now, when, you know, I'm driving my kids to school or something like that, when I have to do it anyway. So it's all in the plan now. Of course, that's different on the days that I'm teaching, but this is how, just a tip that I found really useful to get through the Nano Challenge. Well, I've been writing half an hour increments at a time, and that seems to be working really well, so I do recommend it. We are at 8,648 words at the moment, and I am struggling with dialogue. It seems most of maybe almost 2,000 words I've written today are almost all dialogue. I am now telling the story through conversation, which is intentional to a certain degree. I'm starting to wonder how much dialogue is too much dialogue. So I've been reading some of the amazing forums on NaNoWriMo on the subject, and it really does help. Hi, welcome to day 8 of NaNoWriMo. Things are going really well now. I've carved out a good chunk of time. I've been able to just dedicate myself to my computer today and just get it done. So I've decided to throw out the bullet journal. So the kids are home from school today. It's a Pro D day, and right, this was my scheduled writing day, but I didn't plan on the kids being here. So 20 minutes. Let's go. I was optimistic that I'd be caught up to the halfway point by the midpoint in the month, but I got sick and I put my back out, and it's kind of like the universe saying, you're not going to do anything except write right now, which is good, except that the story has also taken a turn, and we've gotten to a point where research is required. I may have gotten lost in the study of the occult. So we are halfway there. It is November 15th. I am at 20,000 words, and I am researching spells and witchcraft and reading about witchcraft in the 17th century England. Fascinating reading. I'm getting a little depressed here. But the curse of Octavia Nightingale is coming together. Yes. I have hit the well-known midpoint slump. I have a couple of really good strategies that work for me to push through writing blocks, regular writing blocks. One of them is morning pages. So that's writing consistently 3 pages of writing every morning. Processes the dream state into reality and what's going on in your subconscious mind, and just helps you get focus and push. If you're having any issues with your writing, you can sort of have a conversation with yourself. pose the question and I feel like an answer comes to me. So walking, I do find, again, I like to think that it's the inspiration of the muse that comes to me usually within the first 10 minutes of my walk. I have employed both strategies today, and because I am a novice writer, I don't have a great many skills in that area. So Nano's been great for helping me out with posing questions and getting answers and just sort of feeling. I am really behind in my word count. I'm not sure I'm going to finish Nano at this point. The problem is I have finished my outline. I've written my story according to my outline. I'm relatively happy with it. I mean, I've executed the intent, but it's not great. I'm not feeling excited about it. And I'm only at 28,000 words. And the problem is, well, actually the solution is, and this is the exciting part, I was doing my morning pages this morning. The writing exercise outlined in The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron. Sorry, I forgot her name. I really love this writing exercise where you write consistently just whatever enters your mind for 3 pages, and it really gets the writing juices going in the morning. Anyway, while I was doing that this morning, I came up with this fantastic realization that I had no idea. Apparently, my characters have come through and given me a message and told me that I'm not done yet. So now we're charting into the unknown. This is really exciting. I kind of imagine like my characters are setting off into a misty wood. I now have a finished, very rough draft of the story that was in my head and is now on paper. That's what I have for doing NaNoWriMo. And that's fantastic. Most of that creative work, working out the characters, the plot, the outline, the writing style, how you're going to write it, from what perspective, what genre your story falls into, all of that is worked out in October, in Preptober. November is all about just sitting down at the computer and getting it written. Okay, it is November 30th. I am finished NaNoWriMo with some challenges, but on the whole, I'm pretty happy with it. I feel like it's been a great journey, and Nano has really supported me in pushing through the slumps, and I feel empowered to take not a 50,000 word novel to the editing stage, but a 30,000 word novella to the editing stage. And I hope by the end of the year, at this time next year, when I'm starting a new writing journey, that I will have a polished manuscript ready to go out into the world. So thank you for that. My last lesson in the last couple of days about experiencing this writing journey has been to reevaluate my goals. I've discovered that through the research of my topic, it wasn't rooted so much in the Wiccan tradition or Wiccan religious practices as I originally thought, as in the pagan. So this is inspiring me to go in a whole new direction, and looking at my manuscript through that lens instead is making me really excited about the editing stage. So thank you, Nano. Happy writing. Thanks for watching, and may inspiration always find you.